So, cookie cutter plans. It's got nothing to do with baking, just in case anyone had tuned in because they saw the word cookie. What I want to talk about today is the idea in the fitness industry of cookie cutter plans. These are plans that will be like gym programs, there'll be nutrition plans, there'll be diets and that kind of thing, where they're just PDFs just rolled off, same one sent to the same people. What a lot of trainers will do is they'll have a certain amount of programs set up, and then as soon as they get an email or a message from someone saying I'm interested in losing weight, they'll be able to quickly send out a weight loss plan. Or if they get someone who wants to run a marathon, quickly, there you go, there's a marathon running plan. While that's great sometimes for you guys to get it instantly, the program you won't be able to stick to it, especially with the nutrition program as well. If you've just said you want to lose weight, they go, bam, here you go, here's your meal plan, this is what you've got to eat. It's not taking into account anything about you. It's not personalized at all. You need to make sure that a trainer is taking into account your training age, the amount of time you've been training for, your ability, the amount of time that you've got to train, your preferences, so what exercises you like doing, what foods you like eating, how often you can eat in a day, what your work routine is. There's so many different things that a trainer should know before giving you getting you to pay for a program. There is a place for just easy PDF programs. You see a lot of them on websites. I've got one on mine, just a 6-week bodyweight program, which is completely free, where you just go on, put your email in and it gets emailed over to you. But it's free, so if you don't stick to it, it doesn't matter. It's almost just like a little taste of the kind of training you'll get. But if you're paying for something, if you're paying for a plan, you want to make sure that it's got everything in it is going to be personal for you. There's no point downloading or being emailed a nutrition plan where you've got all your meals set out for you and you've got to eat 5 meals a day, but because of your work routine you've only got room for 3 meals a day. It's not going to work. Or if you hate kale because you've got taste buds, but every other meal has kale in it, you're not going to stick to it, and you've forked out a load of money for that. And it would have been easy for the trainer to ask you, what don't you like? You tell them what you do and don't like, and they should base it around that. Same goes for workout programs. If you hate deadlifts, there's no point being given a program that's full of deadlifts. You're never going to stick to it. So just make sure before you start spending money on trainers, before you start forking out cash on stuff, make sure it's going to be something that you can stick to. If you can't stick to it, you're never going to make progress. You're never going to get where you want to. So it's just ask a few questions, make sure that they're asking for lots of your details, lots of how you train, when you can train, how often you train, what you've done in the past, what you like eating, what you don't like eating, your work routines and everything like that, family life, anything like that. They need to know all of that before you can start giving out sort of just programs offhand like that. It's just make sure that you're getting your value for money from those.